that number 3 answer. 23 people responded with that one. All right, Kelsey. You speak multiple languages.
Yes.
Hopefully that helps out here. Name a reason to call home.
Oh gosh. You miss your pets.
You miss your pets. You miss your pets. Very specific. No, it is not. That's 3 strikes. We're sending it back over to the dance line. Ladies, I need an answer from one of you. Name a reason to call home.
Grades.
Grades.
That's good.
Grades, is that up there? It is not. It is not. Once again, Honors Congress is going to get to keep those points. Let's find out what those last answers were. That number 2 answer. Advice. Advice. You need to call home to get some advice. And that number 4 answer. Catching up. You just want to catch up with your folks. 13 people responded with that answer. This is Auburn Feud on Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
Each year, Auburn University's Beat Bama Food Drive partners with the Food Bank of East Alabama to provide relief for food insecurity. Last year, we were able to raise 200,000 pounds of food, and now we need your help. We will be collecting cans from October 5th through November 20th. Get ready to help us fight food insecurity and beat Bama.
Welcome back to Auburn Feud on Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6. We're about to start our 3rd round of play. So far in the game, Honors Congress has 119 points, and the dance line has yet to get on the scoreboard. That is completely fine. It's a very long game. We're doubling the points and doubling the fun. They're very much still alive. Let's play Auburn Feud. Give me Cody. Give me Carmen. Let's play the feud. Once again, we surveyed nearly 400 students. For this question, our top 5 responses are on the board. What is the most popular major on Auburn's campus? Cody.
Engineering.
Engineering. Is that up there? It is. That's our number 2 answer. Do you guys want to pass or play?
Play.
They want to play. They want to play. All right, Jody.
Redemption.
Redemption. Absolutely. This is a game of redemption. You're getting that chance you wanted. Tell me, what is the most popular major on Auburn's campus?
Business.
Business. Is business up there? It is. That's that number 1 answer. 41 people responded with that. Mimi.
Architecture.
Architecture. Is architecture up there? It is not. That's our first strike.
Hey, Mimi. You got this.
All right, Kelsey.
Great.
What's that most popular major? Chemistry. Chemistry. Is that up there? It is not. That's our 2nd strike. You guys be prepared to steal. One more strike. All right, Eddie. Help me out here. What's the most popular major on Auburn's campus?
Agriculture.
Agriculture. Is agriculture up there? It is not. That's 3 strikes. All right, here we go. Here's our chance. Big moment in the game, ladies. What is the most popular major on Auburn's campus?
Nursing.
Nursing. Is nursing up there? That's that number 3 answer. The dance line gets all those points. Let's find out what those last answers were. That number 4 answer. Biomedical sciences. 6 people responded with that. And that final answer, that number 5 answer, the most popular major on Auburn's campus is? Education. Education. This is Auburn Feud on Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
This is a place where it only takes a second to imagine your future. Grasp a new concept in class. Inspire a child's curiosity. Discover a real-world solution. Seize an unexpected opportunity.
There goes Davis!
This is where you gain the preparation, confidence, and determination to succeed. This is Auburn.
To Auburn Feud on Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6. We've had a great game so far. How's everybody enjoying the game so far? Wonderful. We've got a very close game going into our last round. Right now, our score, dance line 180 points, and Honors Congress 119 points. We are going to triple the points in this final round and triple the fun as well. Come along and play with us. Give me Jody and give me Sydney. Let's play the feud. All right, ladies, once again, surveyed nearly 400 students. Top 5 answers on the board this time. What is the most expensive part of living on your own? Sydney.
Housing.
Housing. Is housing up there? It is. Housing is up there. You guys want to pass or play?
Play.
They're going to play. All right, Catherine, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
You enjoying the game so far?
Yes, I am.
Now, you've been dancing for how many years?
15.
15 years. That's a really long time. So, Catherine, tell me, what's the most expensive part of living on your own?
Food.
Food. Is food up there? It is. That's that number 1 answer. We're going to send the mic down here to Carly. All right, Carly, let's keep the good times rolling. Here we go. What is the most expensive part of living on your own?
Activities.
Activities. Is activities up there? It is not. That is our first strike. All right, Morgan, tell me, what's the most expensive part of living on your own?
Books.
Books. Books, are they up there? No, they are not. They are not. We're going to send it down. And Carmen, you've got 2 strikes on the board. We need an answer here. Keep your team alive. Tell me, what is the most expensive part of living on your own?
Clothes.
Clothes. Is clothes up there? It is not. 3 strikes. We're sending it over to Honors Congress. I need an answer from you guys. A chance to steal all those points. Tell me, what's the most expensive part of living on your own?
Gas.
Gas. Is gas up there? It is. It is. Gas was that number 4 answer. All right, let's find out what those last remaining answers on this question was. What is the most expensive part of living on your own? That number 3 answer. Utilities. Utilities. And finally, that last answer, that number 5 answer, what is it? Alcohol. One person felt like that was the most expensive part of living on their own. Hey, we're going to tally up the points, take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to crown a winner on this episode of Auburn Feud, Eagle Eye TV Channel 6.
I hope that you've been able to learn a strong work ethic surrounded by character, integrity, perseverance, so that when your 1 second comes, you'll be prepared for it.
Chris Davis.
45, there goes Davis!
Your 1 second, our 1 second is now. And our lives have been guided by the principles of one of the greatest academic institutions in the country, Auburn University.
Welcome back to Auburn Feud on Eagle Eye TV Channel 6. We've had a great show for you today. Honors Congress wins today's show with 386 points. Dance Line put up a fight. They finished with 180 points. We hope you guys had a lot of fun in playing with us. For winning, Honors Congress is going to get gift cards to Starbucks, and I'm sure you guys are going to be able to enjoy that. Carter William Pollock is delivering those gift cards for them today. It's been a great episode of Auburn Feud. We'll see you next time. I'm your host, JJ Jackson. That second J, it still stands for Jackson. Thank you, and good day.
This is a place where it only takes a second to imagine your future. Grasp a new concept in class. Inspire a child's curiosity. Discover a real-world solution. Seize an unexpected opportunity.
There goes Davis!
This is where you gain the preparation, confidence, and determination to succeed. This is Auburn.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love 3-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts helps save thousands of lives.
This is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome to Wake Up Auburn. I am Charlesy Nicrelli. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday morning straight from Sanford Lawn. We are going to jump into some news with Liam.
Good morning, Auburn. This is the news. It's been confirmed by officials that 59 people have died and over 500 have been injured during a shooting during an Jason Aldean country music concert in Las Vegas, Nevada. The massacre is the deadliest in U.S. history and occurred on Sunday night. Police say that gunman Stephen Paddock killed himself after firing off hundreds of shots from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Over 10 rifles were found in Paddock's room. Meanwhile, back home in Auburn, a Sydney ordinance that restricts the number of people unrelated living in a house together could leave many people without places to live. In one of these districts lived 5 senior girls who were served an eviction notice last month. One of the girls' parents built and are owners of the house that is within the area designated for single-family homes. The girls have lived there for 2 years and have started a Change.org campaign to petition to continue living in their house. The campaign has over 9,000 signatures and dozens of comments offering support for the girls. The girls have hired lawyers and have a court date set for October 17th. Keynote speakers for Auburn's Critical Conversation Speakers Series are former President Bush's daughters, Barbara Pierce Bush and Jenna Bush Hager. Pierce and Hager Bush will be speaking on the diverse perspectives of women leaders by discussing their personal philanthropies surrounding their individual successes. All right, guys, so that's the news. We're going to be right back in a second.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Today is actually Student Government Association's heyday. So if you don't know, that's actually one of Auburn's longest traditions. It dates back to World War II, and it's when the student body wanted to promote a more friendly campus. So they started putting on name tag kiosks on the concourse and encouraging students, alumni, and faculty to write their name on the name tag and give each other a friendly hello.
And of course, I think there's always free food involved for anyone who does attend Heyday. I know I went last year and it was quite the time. Right. And of course, you get to meet a lot of really neat people. Just make sure they know how to spell your name right on the name tag. I had that issue last year, so warning.
Yeah. Very true. It's a good way to make new friends too as like a freshman. It's an easy way to get to know some of your student body.
Like, free food will get me anywhere in a heartbeat. I mean,
doesn't take much around
here.
No,
not at all.
The life of a college kid.
Yeah.
So happy heyday.
Yeah, happy heyday. All right, so in the meantime, MTV is bringing back a show called Total Request Live. It was this show where they did like these music video countdowns in Times Square. It was previously hosted by, Carson Daly, and featured the likes of like Snoop Dogg, Kelly Clarkson. They'd have all these musical guests on, but MTV's been struggling with their ratings lately because, they don't show music anymore or like any really quality content. And their demographic is like switched to the internet because, like all the music videos and stuff are on YouTube and I guess Instagram now, stuff like that. So they're trying to bring that back, trying to rope people back in to see if they can save, the sinking ship. So, What does that mean to y'all? Like, do you guys watch MTV?
I was past that generation of
Yeah, I
MTV,
think we all kind of were.
so I never got into it. But even if even if it were music videos, I just don't know that I would be interested anyway.
They're apparently trying to like rope people in, you know, our age by like bringing in YouTube stars, but I mean they're not big names that I've heard of. It's like the Dolan twins, if you've heard of them, Gigi.
Oh, Gigi Hadid.
Gigi Gorgeous.
No, wrong Gigi. I have heard of her though.
Oh, really?
She's beautiful.
I haven't heard of her.
She's a beauty guru.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but does that make, are any of these people qualified to like talk about music?
Exactly. I think that's what confuses me.
This
I
like
don't
this
know,
seems.
maybe they have a background we don't know about.
Maybe.
In music.
I don't know. This
Maybe
just
that's
seems
the
kinda
problem with
desperate to
MTV.
me. Yeah, this seems like a bit of like a desperate, like I can imagine a bunch of like old like bored people, you know, like getting in a room together and being like, what are the kids into these days? YouTube stars, and like I don't know.
I think they're trying to bring back their glory days, and I don't know. I don't want to knock MTV.
Is it still going to be in like Times Square? With,
I
like the cool
believe
background?
so.
Did
Yes.
y'all ever see that? It was like they used to do it in a studio in Times Square, so you could like see the cars going by and stuff. So like I remember that, but I don't remember the show like content.
I mean, like that's nifty. I mean, Times Square is cool. It's always fun to look at. It's not gonna be enough to draw me back in, though.
Well, I can tell you a show that will draw us all back in because it's only been off the air for a year, I think. American Idol is doing a reboot already. Who would have ever thought it would come this soon? I thought they would have at least waited 10 years, but they have a whole new panel of judges. Maybe that was their plot, to just get rid of all the judges. So they said, we're going to cancel the show and then start from scratch. But they've got quite the combination this year. They are bringing on Katy Perry, who I think is a huge name in music. Lionel Richie, that's a different spin. And then Luke Bryan. Who would have expected that one? So we've got a representation of all the genres, and I'm excited, but I feel like they should have ended it where they left it.
I honestly think The Voice is a little bit more relevant now, only because like it came on and it almost defeated American Idol.
Replaced it.
So like I think those fans are gonna stay loyal to The Voice, and then American Idol's gonna come back, and I don't know if they're gonna see the ratings that they want. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think it's been gone long enough. Well, not really gone long enough. But the point is, The Voice, I think, functionally, like, it fills the void that American Idol left. We don't need two shows that are essentially the exact same.
But you know, The Voice's ratings are dropping tremendously because they premiered about a week ago, and if I remember correctly, it's the lowest they've ever seen.
Really? Wow. Maybe it's the end of singing competitions?
For a little while, I'd say.
I think America's gotten burned out on it. I mean, we have one after another, and let's give it a break and then bring it back.
I mean, yeah, that's just been a huge deal since, like, I remember when I was in elementary school. I mean, it's been around for a long, long time. So
I can tell you, I will be watching American Idol only because they're bringing back Ryan Seacrest. And well, I may be engaged, but you're my man. All right, well, that's all we have for you in entertainment news. We'll be right back after this.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love three-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts help save thousands of lives.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
Welcome back to Wake Up Auburn. As you know, we love to celebrate national holidays on this show, and today happens to be National Taco Day. So Americans actually love the Mexican dish. Last year we ate over 4.5 billion tacos as a nation, so that is pretty astounding. And in celebration, Taco Bell is actually handing out $5 taco boxes today for all of their customers to celebrate. So what do you guys think? Are you big taco fans?
Duh. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's Wednesday. But nonetheless, that is no excuse to not eat a taco.
Yeah.
I think I'm more of a burrito fan, but I would hit up the $5 taco box. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. I don't discriminate. I like tacos, burritos. I mean, it's kind of the same concept, and I mean, I love them. I love them a lot.
I think we go back to that whole right, and I think we go back to that whole we're broke college kids conversation. Yes. And there's something about Mexican food. It's delicious and cheap.
It's so
absolutely
cheap. Yeah.
I'm not a big like fast food person, but I mean, I've got a soft spot for Taco Bell. Like,
You're not a fast food person, Will. Are you American?
Like, maybe. I think so. I mean, the sort of like, yeah, like I like Taco Bell, and like a good portion of any paycheck I've ever received has gone towards Taco Bell. So I think at heart that proves that there's an American somewhere deep down inside of me.
You just have better taste buds than the rest of us. It's okay. It's fine. I don't feel judged or anything.
So stay tuned because our friend Kate is actually going to make some tacos for us.
This is a place where it only takes a second to imagine your future. Grasp a new concept in class. Inspire a child's curiosity. Discover a real-world solution. Seize an unexpected opportunity.
There goes Davis!
This is where you gain the preparation, confidence, and determination to succeed. This is Auburn.
Taco time. Y'all need to come on down to Sauceritas in Foy Food Court, which is located in Foy Hall for y'all's National Taco Day, which is today. I'm so excited. Probably my favorite holiday. Not gonna lie. So, from 10 to 3, come on in, pop in after class. No matter what you need to do, you don't have to hop in your car, and that's what we all like to do. Come on down for your tacos, because today we have a fresh little beef taco. It has lettuce, tomato, cheese. It looks delicious. I cannot wait to dig in. So I'm going to toss it back to y'all so I can take a few bites.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love three-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts help save thousands of lives.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
And welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about what's viral right now. We're going to be honoring former Auburn student quarterback and Carolina Panther quarterback Cam Newton. So this past Sunday while playing against the England Patriots, Newton became the first quarterback in NFL history to rush 50 career touchdowns, which that's pretty freaking impressive, yeah. So where Cam made history is what he did after the game. So he's sort of got these like trademark glasses that he wears after the game, which that's kind of his deal. The Panthers quarterback was sporting his usual eclectic style for the post-game press conference, and his outfit has sort of inspired a few, like, you know, good memes. Cam Newton's aesthetic is Willy Wonka's chief financial officer on Casual Friday, according to one person. Another person on Twitter said Cam Newton turned up in a cosplay outfit for the villains from Raiders of the Lost Ark at his press conference. Classic stuff.
I really appreciated Christy's comment before. She told us that he looked like who?
Willy Wonka. Honestly, he does. His glasses, he's quite the fashionista, so I appreciate that about him. Yeah. I really think that takes like guts to go in front of a press conference and wear these like crazy styles, so I love that. But, you know, the darker glasses, they're round. His suit was like a little purple. I'm like, You look like Willy Wonka.
It's a little ridiculous, but like I can respect it. I like it.
I think it takes courage.
Absolutely. I think it takes a special person to pull that off, because even though none of us would ever be caught dead wearing anything like it, somehow Cam makes it look good.
Yeah.
Which I think is just Cam in general. He makes our school look good.
Yeah.
So, you know, we miss you.
Not to brag, but I did get a selfie with him when like freshman year.
Oh my gosh.
It,
Come on,
honestly,
Chrissy.
I go look at it frequently. It's just one
It's hanging above your bed, isn't it?
It's my prime moment so far in life.
That smile, I can't blame you. All right, well, that's all we have for you today on Wake Up Auburn. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back with you next Wednesday right here on Sanford Lawn. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Fans, direct your attention to the flagpole for a special presentation.
You never really leave Auburn, because Auburn never leaves you.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
I hope that you've been able to learn a strong work ethic surrounded by character, integrity, perseverance, so that when your 1 second comes, you'll be prepared for it.
Chris Davis.
45. There goes Davis.
Your 1 second, our 1 second is now. And our lives have been guided by the principles of one of the greatest academic institutions in the country, Auburn University.
Another Auburn football player dismissed from the team, while several other Tigers are recognized nationally. We also have a live look at SEC Basketball Media Days. All that and more coming up on Sports Night in Auburn.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Night in Auburn. I'm Hayden Desmond.
And I'm Nicole Davis. Thank you for joining us tonight. It may be October, but basketball is ready to tip off.
The SEC is currently holding their annual media tip-off this week. We go to Eagle Eye's Sarah Polcheski in Nashville.
With day one wrapping up in Nashville, all eyes were on Auburn and the federal investigation that is rocking the college basketball community.
Again, I think because of our situation right now, at this time, I can't comment on those kind of things. I hope you understand.
The most repeated words of the day from Bruce Pearl and Auburn players.
No comment on that, sorry.
We can't comment on that.
With the cloud of the bribery scheme looming over the heads of Auburn, current team members feel they are more focused on the game itself.
We really don't worry about that for real, because we can't control it. So we focus on what things we can control, as is going to practice, being ready to go, and just trying to get better and trying to get ready for the team, ready for the season.
Sad case, but we're moving forward from there.
The Auburn basketball team now has many unknowns moving into the season, with no timetable being set for further investigations.
But imagine as we continue over the next few weeks, we'll have more information and perhaps have some more clarity.
The FBI report has called some of Auburn's players into question, leaving some to wonder about their eligibility.
As of yesterday in practice, every player that we have on the roster was in practice.
However, the investigation is the last thing on the Auburn players' minds. They just can't wait to go out there and play.
Wait to get started, start going.
Despite the federal investigation, Auburn's basketball team will tip off its season in the beginning of November before traveling for the Charleston Classic. In Nashville, Sarah Polcheski, Eagle Eye Sports.
In honor of SEC tip-off, the SEC basketball preseason prediction rankings were released today by SEC Country. It is no surprise Kentucky comes in at number 1, with Florida right behind them at number 2. Texas A&M, Alabama, and Vanderbilt round out the top 5, with Auburn coming in at number 6. After the break, the latest in Auburn football. More after this.
This is a place where it only takes a second to imagine your future. Grasp a new concept in class. Inspire a child's curiosity. Discover a real-world solution. Seize an unexpected opportunity.
There goes Davis!
This is where you gain the preparation, confidence, and determination to succeed. This is Auburn.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
The Auburn Tigers look to get their second road win of the season in a place they haven't won at in over a decade. But the question was, could the Auburn Tigers put together 2 halves to come out of Death Valley with a win for the first time since 1997? Auburn asserted their dominance early, taking a quick start in the first quarter against LSU. On their second drive of the game, Stidham drops back and holds onto the ball until he finds a wide-open Will Hastings across the middle for the 49-yard touchdown to put Auburn up 10-0. Auburn would go into the half up 23-14. In the fourth quarter, Auburn punts to DJ Chark. Chark backpedals, gets the ball, and starts to take off down the left sideline, following a couple of blocks, and gets some speed, and down he goes, taking it the length for the 75-yard punt return score. The return would get LSU the spark they needed, helping them gain momentum and eventually the lead. LSU would go on to win 27-23, allowing Auburn to convert 1 third down in the second half.
That's what we got. We got their best. We knew we would. And we didn't get it done today. And frustrated, but it's not the end of the world. We're going to finish this season strong. And there's no doubt in my mind our players feel that same way.
We got complacent. We got a lead, took our foot off the neck. They started making momentum plays, punt return here, pass deflection here. They had it all going good for them, and we just couldn't recover.
In a weekly press conference, Gus claims that the loss to LSU was his responsibility.
Just looking back in the LSU game, obviously that was an extremely tough loss. Blowing a 20-point lead was tough to take. And I just wanted to say this. I've got good coaches. I've got good players. And anytime that happens, that's on the head coach, and that's on me. And that can't happen again. It's not going to happen again, but I take full responsibility. The challenge now is putting it behind us. And I will tell you that our players and our coaches have put that loss behind us, and they're looking forward to Arkansas.
The loss dropped the Tigers 11 spots to number 21 in the latest AP poll. Auburn will now need to win out to keep their playoff hopes alive, traveling to Arkansas this Saturday. Now, your stats from this weekend were neck and neck the entire game. You had 354 yards of total offense, but Jared Stidham with that 9 for 26. What else can you do?
I'm not so sure. There were 17 first downs made, though.
Well, after that, another Auburn football player has been released from the team. On Tuesday, in a weekly press conference, Gus Malzahn announced that wide receiver Kyle Davis was released from the team due to violation of team rules.
Okay, starting out, just want to let everybody know Kyle Davis has been dismissed from our team for breaking team rules. We wish him nothing but the best moving forward.
Davis did not travel with the team this past Saturday against LSU. Malzahn told reporters that the reason for Davis's absence would remain between the two of them. Kyle Davis has 7 catches for 210 yards in 5 games this season. Davis was also suspended in the season opener against Georgia Southern for undisclosed reasons. Davis is the 3rd player to be dismissed from the team this season.
Soccer returned home this weekend for an SEC matchup, taking on the number 10 Florida Gators on Sunday. The first half ended in a scoreless draw with an impressive defensive performance by goalkeeper Sarah LeBeau. In the second half, Kristen Dodson breaks away and punches in a goal early to give the Tigers the lead. That goal would eventually give the Tigers the victory. The shutout gives Auburn soccer their 7th win of the season. Next, they will head to Oxford to take on Ole Miss. When we come back, a look at other Auburn sports and what you missed this week after this.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Ah, Smokey!
Only you can prevent wildfires.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be tornado next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Volleyball had a rough weekend as they traveled to Texas A&M to take on the Aggies in competition. A few notable players include Crable with 13 kills, Stevenson with 12 kills, and White with 9. The Tigers would go on to lose the match 3-1.
Hugo Gonzalez was named the SEC Swimming and Diving Freshman of the Week following his dominating opening weekend performance for the Auburn swimming and diving team. Gonzalez, who is from Spain, won all 4 of his individual events, sweeping the backstroke and IM events in double dual meet with number 18 Tennessee and number 25 Wisconsin. Gonzalez winning times in both the 200 IM and the 400 IM are currently in the fastest in the nation.
Men's golf junior Ryan Knopp finished runner-up at the F&M Bank APSU Intercollegiate, carding an even par 72 on Tuesday at the Greystone Golf Club to finish at 5 under. His scores were 72, 67, 72 for a final score of 211. 3 other Tigers competed as individuals in the event hosted by Austin PA State University, with freshman Andrew Kozan posting his first career top 5 in a 2 under where he tied for 4th. Junior Grayson Huff finished tied for 13th, while sophomore Reagan Harrell finished 18th at 5 over.
This week's Auburn Player of the Week is none other than Auburn soccer senior Kristen Dodson. In Auburn's game against Florida, Dodson's goal in the 53rd minute moved her into 4th in program history with 85 points.
Dodson was also named National Player of the Week by TopDrawersSoccer.com a day after being named the SEC Offensive Player of the Week. This makes her the first student-athlete in program history to earn the distinction twice. Dodson also headlines TopDrawersSoccer.com's Team of the Week. This marks the 3rd time in her career she has been named to the team. When we come back, we'll take a look at your national sports headlines. You're watching Sports Night in Auburn on Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
I hope that you've been able to learn a strong work ethic surrounded by character, integrity, perseverance, so that when your 1 second comes, you'll be prepared for it.
Chris Davis.
45. There goes Davis.
Your 1 second, our 1 second is now. And our lives have been guided by the principles of one of the greatest academic institutions in the country, Auburn University.
The NBA started its regular season play yesterday with 2 huge games, the Boston Celtics visiting the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors welcoming the Houston Rockets to Oracle Arena. LeBron James dominated in his game by scoring 29 points to go along with 16 rebounds and 9 assists, followed by Kevin Love getting himself on the stat sheet with 15 points and 11 assists. Kyrie Irving also showed his dominance playing in his first regular season with the Boston Celtics after being traded in the offseason. Irving finished the game with 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists, with the Cavaliers going on to win 102-99.
Steph Curry and Kevin Durant showed out in a nail-biter game. The Warriors dominated in the first 3 quarters and seemed to fall short in the fourth. Curry scored 22 points with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. James Harden scored 27 points for the Rockets. The Rockets would push through at the last minute to win 122-121. NFL leadership and players met Wednesday to discuss the ongoing national anthem debate. In the wake of Donald Trump's controversial statement about players kneeling for the national anthem, many players around the league have been protesting during the playing of the national anthem. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says there won't be a rule change regarding the national anthem, but the league does have a preference. Goodell added in a statement, "I think our clubs will all see this in the same way. We want our players to stand. We're going to encourage them to stand, and we're going to continue to work on these issues in the community."
The MLB championships are still underway, and we're in the long stretch on our way to the World Series. The Los Angeles Dodgers are currently leading the Chicago Cubs 3-0 with their recent win 6-1, with Game 4 coming on October 18th. The Astros and the Yankees are neck-to-neck at a 2-2 tie in their series, with the Yankees winning the most recent game 6-4. Game 5 will be played on October 18th, and we'll be right back.
I believe this is a practical world and that I can count only on what I earn. Therefore, I believe in work, hard work.
I believe in education, which gives me the knowledge to work wisely and trains my mind and my hands to work skillfully.
I believe in honesty and truthfulness, without which I cannot win the respect and confidence of my fellow men.
I believe in a sound mind, in a sound body, in a spirit that is not afraid, and in a clean sport that develops these qualities.
I believe in obedience to the law because it protects the rights of all.
I believe in human touch, which cultivates sympathy with my fellow men and mutual helpfulness and brings happiness for all.
I believe in my country because it is a land of freedom and because it is my home, and that I can best serve that country by doing justly, loving mercy, and walking humbly with my God.
And because Auburn men and women believe in these things, I believe in Auburn and love it.
Auburn sports never takes a week off, and this week sure is a busy one. We have everything you need to know to keep up with your Auburn Tigers.
The main event, Auburn football. The Tigers travel to Arkansas this Saturday in SEC play, hoping to recover from a loss this past Saturday in Baton Rouge. Game time is set for 6:30 p.m., and you can catch the action on the SEC Network.
Men's tennis is headed to Baton Rouge for the ITA Southern Regionals Tournament starting October 19th and going through the 23rd.
Women's tennis is also in action in the ITA Regional Championships in Baton Rouge starting on the 20th, going on through the 23rd.
The Tigers host the Baylor Bears at the Auburn University Horse Center in an equestrian showdown Saturday morning at 11 a.m.
Join Hugo Gonzalez and the swim and dive team as Auburn returns to dual meet action this weekend when they host Texas A&M at the Martin Aquatic Center. The Tigers go into the event ranked number 10 on the men's side, and number 15 in the women's poll. Saturday's meet begins at 1 p.m. with diving kicking off at noon. Live coverage of the meet will be broadcasted on SEC Network Plus.
Men's golf is participating in 2 events this weekend. The first event, the Tavistock Invitational, begins on Sunday, October 22nd and goes through the 24th. The event will be held in Windermere, Florida. The Tigers will also be participating in the Sanford Collegiate Tournament in Birmingham, Alabama, Sunday through Monday.
Women's golf will also be in action this weekend. The Tigers travel to San Antonio, Texas to participate in the Mara S. Koth Invitational this Saturday through Tuesday.
Women's soccer will travel to Ole Miss to take on the Rebels in SEC action. Kickoff is set to begin at 7 p.m. and will be broadcasted on SEC Network Plus.
Women's soccer will welcome the LSU Tigers to the Auburn Soccer Complex this Sunday. The game is set to begin at 5 p.m. This game will be broadcasted on ESPNU. Play-by-play coverage will be broadcasted on WEGL 91 FM.
Auburn Volleyball hosts the South Carolina Gamecocks on Wednesday beginning at 7 p.m. Coverage will be broadcasted on the SEC Network and WEGL 91.1.
The Tigers will also welcome the Florida Gators to the Auburn Arena this Sunday. The game is scheduled to begin at 1:30 and will be broadcasted on SEC Network Plus and WEGL 91.1.
And finally, Auburn softball will be in action this week starting on Friday. The Tigers will host Chipola Friday at 3 p.m.
The Tigers welcome Wallace State to Jane B. Moore Field Friday at 5:30.
And Saturday, the Tigers will get up and do it all over again. Auburn softball will host the Valdosta State Blazers Saturday afternoon beginning at 3 p.m.
Last but not least, softball will welcome Sneed State to Jane B. Moore Field Saturday night at 5:30.
To stay updated during this busy week in Auburn athletics, go to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, or follow us on Twitter at EETV_sports.
From all of us here at Sports Night in Auburn, thank you for joining us this evening. Good night.
Fans, direct your attention to the flagpole for a special presentation.
You never really leave Auburn, because Auburn never leaves you.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
I hope that you've been able to learn a strong work ethic surrounded by character, integrity, perseverance, so that when your 1 second comes, you'll be prepared for it.
Chris Davis.
45. There goes Davis.
Your 1 second, our 1 second is now. And our lives have been guided by the principles of one of the greatest academic institutions in the country, Auburn University.
So, again, if you're going in there and you're asking permission, it's on them. If they let everyone put a sign in.
Yes, sir. Could you go, you described it a little bit, but could you go into a little bit of detail about some of the laws regarding students going in person to, like, say, at a restaurant where they're going to individual booths to try to talk to students to solicit votes?
Sure, and again, this isn't really regulated by law other than you having permission to be on the private property. So a restaurant is owned, privately. It's not a public. While it is a public space, it's a private business. So if you have permission from the property owner or manager to go in and do that, then you're fine. If you go in without that permission and you start going from table to table, you're fine until they ask you to stop. If they tell you to stop, leave the customers alone, and you don't, then you're subject to being trespassed. and then that could result in some criminal issues, criminal trespass on private property. You can also look at it as harassment, but that's really a stretch, basically aggravating someone while they're eating or something like that. But really, it comes down to a trespass once you've been told not to do that, or that you have to leave the property and you fail to do so. Anyone else? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Is there anyone else in the audience who would like to use open the floor time for tonight? Seeing none, we'll move to the acceptance of the minutes. The minutes were sent out to you last week electronically. Are there any objections to these minutes? Seeing none, the minutes will stand. All right, we'll now move to exec announcements, beginning with David Facto, EVP of Initiatives.
Hey, a couple of announcements and a couple of things I'm going to need help from y'all on. One is registration is coming up, so that means that exec is really trying to push the syllabus bank hard this year. It was free, we didn't have nearly as many submissions as we would like to. We have made a lot of improvements. I think it's a lot more user-friendly interface now, and so we will be asking y'all to contact the different faculty members to really encourage them to upload onto the syllabus bank. Also, one event that our auxiliary services team and cabinet is putting on is going on right now. It's a partnership with VBM Food Drive, where between now and November 15th, if you turn in cans, you can have money that's taken off of your parking ticket. So for every can you turn in, it is $2 off of your parking ticket. You can do that up to a $50 ticket. So if y'all would like constituents know about that, I know that parking can be a hot-button issue for a lot of them, so just let them know that this is something where they can get a little bit of money taken off their ticket. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Up next, we have Faith Webb, our EVP of Programs.
Hey guys, these are kind of unrelated things to programs, so I'll be really brief, but just wanted to keep you guys in the loop. I know that some people say that they never know when career fairs or anything like that are happening, so I want to be sure to share that with you guys. There is a career fair this Wednesday from 2 to 6 in the Student Center Ballroom. And you're thinking, well, I can't go to the career fair because I don't have my resume done. I actually sent my resume, just submitted it online, and they replied to me within like 19 hours or so, and they had a 9-minute video walking me through all of the changes that I could make to my resume to make it better. So if you guys want to go, I really, really push you guys to go Wednesday, connect with some people, maybe find a job, maybe find an internship, and also utilize the career fair. Thank you. The career center. Thank you.
Thank you, Faith. And lastly, we'll have our EVP of Outreach, Bree Thomas.
Hey everybody, I wanted to just say thank you so much to everyone who came out to the town hall last week. It went really well. People asked a lot of really good questions and we got a lot done, and it was just a really, really, really successful event. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who came to that. The second thing is something that hopefully our freshman senators will be willing to help me out with, but something I do want to ask all of you. If you had a couple questions that you wanted freshman-specific answers for, I'd really like to hear those right now. Like anything pertaining to your college or committee, anything like that you wanted freshman-specific answers for, anything at all, I'll take those right now. Everyone? Everybody? Okay, yeah.
Thoughts on the dining process?
Anyone else? It literally can be about anything. Okay, cool. If you think of any, you can email me. Yes.
Are there any issues with tire cards and getting into college-based buildings?
Okay, tire cards and responsibilities. Okay, if you think of anything, you can email me, BLT0024. Yes, like the sandwich. My parents thought they were funny. And you can email me at any point throughout the week. Also, the concourse team link is still out. Please tell everyone to sign up on it. People have been sending it to their pledges. That's really awesome. I encourage you to continue to do that. And it's going to close on Friday. Thanks, y'all.
Seeing if there are no more exec announcements, we will now move on to our college reports, beginning with at-large.
At-large. Just wanted to remind everybody again about the Halloween Senate that we're having next week in the costume contest. So reminders of your groups. If you need me to send those out again, I can send the groups out. And then what's going to basically happen is during our college report next week is when you're going to come up and present your costume in front of everybody. And then by the end of Senate, we will have a decision on who won the best costume.
Thank you. College of Agriculture. CATC. College of Business.
Block Business. First of all, Dean Hargraves is one of the finalists for a provost position, so really excited about that for the university, but just a little bit long days. Could potentially be less. Second of all, the QPR Marathon Day is this Wednesday. It's in the Student Center rooms 2107 and 2109 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They are 1-hour training sessions that you can go to get the knowledge and skills that you need as a student to go out and combat depression and even suicide. All of us business centers, we're going to do that as our college office hour. I'd really encourage it to you guys to do that as well. One, because we are elected representatives of the student body. So if they saw us doing that and we were putting forth the effort to listen to them and become aware, I think it'd be really beneficial. Thank you.
College of Education.
College of Education. We just want to let y'all know that we've been working with Schools Council to apply for a grant so that the College of Education can donate books to local elementary schools that are in need. And we've also individually been working with our committees on general orders that are coming through tonight, so I'll just be looking for those.
Yeah. College of Engineering.
Engineering. We're going to be working with Dr. Moore and several of the other deans in the next upcoming weeks to work on a pre-intern program for upperclassmen to be mentoring freshman engineers and like helping them through the advising process and just like future
Forestry and Wildlife. No report. Grad School.
Center Graduate School. There are just a couple events that the Graduate Student Council is hosting in the next week that actually everybody is not only welcome but encouraged to come to. The first is the AU Together Town Hall. That's going to be Tuesday, so tomorrow, October 24th. 239 Brown Hall. I believe that's like the big auditorium in Brown Hall. Now, SGA just had a town hall specifically on sexual assault. We could talk about sexual assault if there's some more issues about that you want to talk about, but this is really about anything campus climate related, diversity, or even non-diversity, anything campus climate related. We're going to have a number of administrators present to hear your concerns, and so you can also ask them what's going to be done. I hope you turn out. This is the second time we've done this event. The first time we had a pretty good turnout, so I'm hoping the same this time. The second event is 3-minute thesis. This is going to be happening on Wednesday in room 2222 of the Student Center, so right here where we are sitting today, or at least where half of us are sitting today. There are sessions beginning at 11, 1, and 2:30. 3-minute thesis. It is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to listen to a bunch of graduate students being given 3 minutes to explain what is their research topic, what is their thesis, why is it important, and they're supposed to be explaining it as if to like a general audience. So this is a great opportunity to see some of the great research that my constituents are doing here at Auburn, and I will be presenting in the 2:30 section. So if you want to be there, any of them, or including to support me, I would greatly appreciate it. Once again, 2222 Wednesday, 11, 1, and 2:30.
Thank you, Senator Zinner. College of Human Sciences. Liberal Arts.
Ward Liberal Arts. Well, the College of Liberal Arts, we've had a pretty busy week this past week. First, with our student survey that we sent out a few weeks ago, our Director of Student Interest for our Schools Council, Riley Hamburg, who is actually in the audience right now, came up with a kind of like a comprehensible report of the survey. We got a lot of responses and a lot of different things that they brought up. So we look forward to sharing that report in the coming weeks with our Dean's office and possibly some of our college department heads as well. We also worked with the Schools Council this past Friday to pass out ice pops again, which is something that the Schools Council has been doing several times this year as a way to kind of connect with the College of Liberal Arts students and to just introduce ourselves and to talk about some of the projects they're working on. That was very successful. They passed out a lot of ice pops and then some College of Liberal Arts items, including some like phone wallets and pens and things like that. Also, we have some good news after a lot of work with our schools council president and myself, along with our dean, and several meetings. There has been a project initiated with facilities to start the renovation project in the lobby of the Haley Center. This will be a really good asset for College of Liberal Arts students, but also for the student body as a whole, because we really envision this as a good study area, and especially as a kind of like an extension of the student center, especially now that there is the Einstein's Bagels and the Caribou Coffee down there. We think it can be a really inviting space for students. Also, several of the restrooms throughout the Haley Center will be getting refurbished over winter break, something we've been working with schools council on as well, and our deans to really push to try to get that done. We're glad that's on schedule for this winter break. And then finally, the College of Liberal Arts Senators, the schools council, along with our dean's office, is coming together on Wednesday to host an event in which all the officers from various College of Liberal Arts related clubs and organizations will be there. This will be kind of like a little town hall reception kind of thing. We'll be having food, and our dean and several of our associate deans will be there speaking. And this will be a good way for us to get the feedback from some of the College of Liberal Arts leaders, and also to start building some better relationships with many of our club and organization leaders. We initiate our outreach position within our schools council this year as a way to connect with a lot of these organizations, and we see this as a great way to not only introduce or reintroduce ourselves to them, but also just to let them know that SGA is a resource for them, and that we're here to serve them in any way to help them better the Auburn University campus, especially the College of Liberal Arts.
Thank you, Senator Ward. School of Pharmacy.
School of Pharmacy.